In our last class, we studied about classification of animals on the basis of their food they eat, on the basis of they produce young ones, and on the basis of having backbone or not having backbone. So, let us start today with the topic invertebrates. As I told you, invertebrates are those animals which do not have a backbone. They are found on both the places, land as well as in water. On the basis of the features, invertebrates are divided into 8 groups. How many groups they are divided? They are divided into 8 groups. Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata. So, let us revise again. On the basis of their features, invertebrates are divided into 8 groups. What are those 8 groups? Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata. On the basis of presence and absence of backbone, as I told you, animals are classified into 2 categories. Invertebrates if backbone is present, and vertebrates if backbone is present, and invertebrates and if backbone is absent. Further, on the basis of their features, as I told you, that invertebrates are divided into 8 groups: Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata. Let's begin with Porifera. What are Porifera? These are mostly found in the sea. A few occur in a fresh water. Body is fixed into a solid surface at the bottom on the sea or pond. Thus, they cannot move from one place to another. Body is porous. Porous means they have small pores in the body. It has many pores and a canal system through which the water flows. A large opening is present at the upper end to pass water out of the body. They do not have digestive, circulatory and nervous system, means they do not have digestive system, they do not have circulatory system as well as they do not have nervous system. The flowing water brings food and oxygen with it. It also throws out the body and waste through it. Examples are Cycon, Spongilla and Euspongia. So, sponges have good power of regeneration. They can grow and any lost or cut off part of the body. This was about Porifera. Now, what about Coelenterata? Coelenterata, also known as Cnidaria. These are aquatic animals, mostly marine. Some live in fresh water also. Some coelentrates are attached to the bottom of the ocean or pond, whereas some are free floating, means some coelentrates are at the bottom of the ocean or the pond and some float on the surface. Body is soft, translucent, hollow and sac-like. How is the body? Body is soft, translucent, hollow and sac-like. It has only one opening at the upper end called the mouth. It has only one opening at the upper end of the body, that is called as mouth. The mouth is surrounded by finger-like projections. How is the mouth surrounded? Mouth is surrounded by finger-like projections. Mouth is surrounded by finger-like projections called tentacles. What are those finger-like projections called? Tentacles. tentacles. They help in catching food or prey. What the tentacles help for? Tentacles help in catching the food or the prey. Body is radially symmetrical. What does it mean radially symmetrical? It means that body is divided into two identical halves along any plane. It means that body is divided into two identical halves along any plane. Example is jellyfish, hydra and sea anemone. What are the examples of coelentrates? Example of coelentrata are jellyfish, hydra and sea anemone. Now let us study about platyhelminthes, also called as flatworms. Body is flat, thin, soft and leaf-like or ribbon-like. How is the body? Body is thin, body is soft and body is leaf-like or ribbon-like. They have only one opening for intake of food and throwing out the waste. It means that they have only one opening. For what that one opening is? One opening is for the intake of food and throwing out the waste. Alimentary canal is absent. Body is bilaterally symmetrical. That is, what do you mean by bilaterally symmetrical? It means that it can be divided into two identical halves only through a single plane. They mostly live as parasites on the body of other animals, means as hosts. How they live like? They live like parasites on the body of other animals like hosts. Examples are tapeworm and liver fluke. Parasitic flatworms have hooks and suckers on their head. What does they have? They have hooks or suckers on their head. For what purpose? They help them to attach to the host body. What they help for? They help them to attach to the host body. Examples are liver fluke, tapeworm and planaria. This was about platyhelminthes. Example of platyhelminthes is liver fluke, tapeworm and planaria. Tapeworm is found in the human intestine. It reaches up to a length of 6 meters. It has a ribbon-like body with a head-like part in the front. It absorbs digested food from the human intestine. In our next class, we will study about nematoda. So, today get through the topics Porifera, coelentrates and platyhelminthes. In our next class, we will study about nematoda, annelida and arthropoda. Thank you.